going to be a little noisy. You can see the overflow tank right here with a thermometer in it. Woo! Golly, that's hot. You're just going to have to take my word for it. It's hot. Over there in the distance is my Smogged machine. You see everything's basically zero. The top one's 7. If this thing had a head gasket leak that was bad, it would read 50, 100, 150. So here's what we're going to do. That's just steam because the radiator's plugged, and I'll show you why in a minute. Sucking a little water, but see, it's only moved up to 10. If there's had any kind of head gasket leak, this sucker would be at least 50. You don't want this thing sucking water. It's bad enough it's sucking steam, but this engine's fully warmed up. And the machine's up to 16, 17, which is nothing. So we don't have a blown head gasket. Let me show you before I finish the shot. Come on, focus, thank you. Alright, you see that? Alright, so, no blown head gasket. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, here's the hose coming out from the engine to the tank. And it's pretty hot. Now, what should happen by the time it gets down here is almost nothing. It should still be pretty hot. You want the entire radiator heat soaked, so you know you're getting rid of the heat. Some of you might say, yeah, but it's supposed to reduce the temperature. Not really. When a radiator's working right, almost the entire core will have the same temperature across it. This thing's dropping almost 100 degrees when it gets over here, and it's not doing its job even close. Okay, so the top of the tank's 140 something. Bottom of the tank is 90. See, this radiator's plugged. It's not flowing water evenly through its whole length. You can see from the rust all over the engine compartment, it's done it long before I got it. Long before I got it. There's the AC fan is on. See that? The air is cold. The air over here is barely warm. This engine boiling over, but it's not overheating. It's just terribly inefficient cooling. See that? It's running, they're all running. But there's nothing I can do about it. So the radiator either needs to get swapped out or rotted out. And I think I'm going to rot it out. I've got tools I've been collecting. We got 062 and 093 welding rod. They were really cheap, and these are transmission dipsticks. They're extremely long because that core is extremely long. It's 31 inches, And I think every one of these goes over 31. The ends you'll have to cut off because they're shaved, or you just pound them out flat with a hammer, either way. So I've got the tools ready. Let's see what the temperature gauge says. Oh yeah, it's hot. It's a little low on water because it's been boiling it out, but it's hot. So, anyway, that's to show it has no head gasket leak and how to do it with an old Smogged machine. This is a Bar 84. I got it out of the newspaper back in the 80s, and it works really, really well. I can do a tailpipe emission check with it, but that's not really necessary right now. We're just trying to find out why it's so bad, and the temperature probe shows me that it's in really bad shape.